Guys, it's finally here. It's finally here, my very first POV from New York City. Let me say that again. POV from New York City. This is the longest and I think the greatest POV I have ever done on the channel. We explore so many different areas of Manhattan. It has been shot over multiple different days and just combined into one long one, but we explore nearly every major area in Manhattan. So, there is one more thing I have to do, and that is plug myself. As this was a very expensive trip to New York, I do have to do a shameless plug for my preset pack. Every single photograph you're gonna see in today's video has been edited with my presets, but you'll find 143 of them for £15. Now, I also got majorly ripped off one day in New York where I spent $56 on 5 pancakes and an orange juice. Granted, it was the best pancakes I've ever had, but I got ripped off majorly and didn't realise until halfway through the day when I went, $56 was a little bit too much. So if you want to help refund my very expensive pancakes, go and buy yourself some great presets and you'll be able to edit some great photographs yourself. So what I recommend is you sit back, or before you sit back, go and get some snacks, go and get some crisp biscuits, pancakes. Still a sore subject. I haven't had pancakes since that day. What else? Just go and grab anything. Go and grab some food, chill out, and enjoy this POV in New York City. Let's go. Good morning, guys. This is where we are starting my very first POV in New York. Here, sunrise at Manhattan Bridge, a classic photo spot. Look at it. Like, first photo right here shooting at 1/160th of a second, f5.6, ISO 500. Go a bit wider. Bring down shutter speed a little bit more, 1/80th. And that is a really good shot right there. Look at the detail. Look at the detail, look at the composite, look at the leading lines. Right, I've just switched on the 70-200 to get some more detailed shots. I've got a couple of wide ones. Still got the lens cap on, so that'll probably be helpful if I took that off. Now, I'm going to get this shot here. I'm going to switch it to a center focusing point. Put my frame right about there. Bring up the shutter speed to 1/250th of a second, f5.6, ISO 500. And that is the shot we've just got from that, and look at the framing on that. That is great. Oh, bus. So I'm going to now shoot this at 70 just to get the peep out the bottom of the frame. I'm not getting the buildings in, but I'm getting that frame. Oh, that frame. You know what? I don't even need to explain it. It says it all for itself. Guys, we've made it. We're on the Brooklyn Bridge. What a spectacle this is. I'm definitely going to have to switch to the 16-35 pretty soon. By the moment, I'm going to rock with the 70-200, get some detailed shots. I mean, look at that skyline right there. That is the best skyline I have ever seen in my life. So I'm going to start with this shot right here, very basic. 1/400th a second, f5.6, ISO 200, bang. That's a nice shot right there. I love the glow that is coming from the sky over there. That is looking stunning with all the traffic. I'm on it. I'm on the bridge. Gonna get a quick shot here. That looks so good. Definitely gonna need the 16 for that, to push up and look up. Nice, get a nice landscape shot here at 70mm. That is terrific. Look at that. I'm currently laid down on Brooklyn Bridge. Interesting what I just said, but look at the angle I'm getting right here. And now if I do it in portrait, look at the leading lines, look at everything about this shot right here, and we have got nobody in the frame whatsoever. So the shooter bursts, make this opportunity count, and I have got the shot right there. This bridge keeps on delivering and it keeps on getting better. So I'm going to shoot this at about f8. Now, just because I have an f2.8 lens doesn't mean I always need to shoot at f2.8. It's glorious to use that in certain shooting situations, but here, when it's a big, large landscape, it's good and better to probably open up the aperture, get the composition just right, and whack it like that. And look at that. That is a perfectly framed leading line shot of Brooklyn Bridge. Gonna open it up to 16, jump into 35, do it in landscape as well. And that is our results. Right there, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that shadow work right there. That is insane. And now I'm gonna get a 16mm lens shot right there and look up to that. Okay, so for our next photograph, what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna put the camera on here. I'm shooting at f20 and I'm bringing the shutter speed down to 1/10 for a second. ISO is at 50, and all I need to do now is wait for some traffic, keep the camera still, shoot a burst, and then hopefully what we'll get is traffic with a lot of motion blur. Yes, like that. Traffic underneath with a lot of motion blur, and then we've got the city right here. So I'm going to punch in at 35mm, get a photo of that light right there. Really simple frame right there. That's looking really cool. What I'm going to do next, the next shot, is I'm going to go low down here, and I'm going to use these white lines here as a bit of a leading line. So I'm going to punch it out to about, what am I at, 24mm. And then that's giving us that perspective right there, nice low angle. That was shot at 1/2000th of a second, no, 125,000th of a second, f2.8 ISO 160, and that's looking really good. Here I'm gonna get a 35mm shot of this dude standing right here. Love me a bit of street portraiture, you know me, and we're gonna be getting a lot of great shots here with that. That's cool right there. Oh, I do love this 16-35 for photography. Gonna take a photo of this guy right here, 35mm, go a little bit further out, and I like that we're shooting that from behind, shooting towards the sun, and I like how the light is on his face, but you can only see it very subtly, and I think that really works well here. This kind of pocket of light is so good. Like, look at the shadows on the floor that are being created. These are stuff that you want to look for when doing street photography, just where the light is positioned, and see what composites you can play with and what angles you can create. Look at this building, man. Like, how did they do this? Like, it's so full of detail. I love it. So what am I going to do for a photo? Well, I'm going to start really simply with 16, which is not even wide enough in this case to get that shot. That's really basic there. I want to try and incorporate some foreground, and this is what you want to try and look for, like maybe like leaves here. So you could try and get a bit of leafage in here, and then you could just photograph it like that, and that just brings a bit more foreground interest to the image itself. So I've also just got a subject walking through the frame there, which looked pretty good as well. It just gives it a bit more context, so it's just not a flat-on tourist shot. You're using foreground, you're trying to apply different creative elements to bring out the shot and make it pop a little bit more. And you can always try different things as well. It doesn't mean if the photograph doesn't work, that's fine, but at least you gave it a go. Like, this here now does look a lot better. I like this angle better than the other one, and I like that we got a subject walking through as well. Yeah, there's one lady right here, she looks like a kind of vibe. 1640 per second, ISO 250, f2.8, shooting at about 135, and that's nice. Okay, I just blind fired and got a shot that is currently on screen. Final shot right here, guy in a suit, that looks really cool. Love the background right there. Yeah. How's this looking?
So this is like, I don't know exactly much about this place, but it looks like it's kind of like a mall.
I thought it's a subway station and a mall then. Okay. I'm gonna go super wide for this. I am shooting at 16mm. And that is looking pretty incredible. The architecture in this building is incredible. I mean, look at this shot right here, shooting at 16mm. I have got the right lens right now, and I like that you can see the curve of the building in that shot right there. So we're now on the other side of the Oculus, and this is the angle we've got right here, really nicely composed, right in the center. I'm gonna take that shot right there, and that is looking perfect right there. Right here, just getting a bit of foreground in, zooming in to avoid that green thing over there. Oh, dirty up the frame a little bit. Yes, we like it a bit saucy and dirty. Wait, what? Wow, this is a really nice shot right here. Just love that. The buildings, the detail, the people right down in the bottom. I'm gonna get a photo of the New York traffic lights. Oh, that looks so cool. Such a simple detail shot, and it just looks so cool being in New York. There's a nice dynamic on this building here between the highlights and the shadows, so I'm gonna punch in and get that shot right there, which really shows what I'm on about. I want to get this business dude. Go on. Tracking, shooting, and getting results. I'm gonna try and get a photo of this police car. think I got the shot right there that I wanted. So I'm currently outside the New York Stock Exchange. I've switched to the 16 to 35 to get some wide shots, to get some look-up shots. So I'm just going to start with this one right here. And that looks pretty good. Really like the tones on it, looks really nice. Oh, that's a good wide shot. I like this angle. I think that angle right there looks really good. So it's not dead on. And I think you can see a little bit more detail in the building as well from this perspective. Okay, I'm liking this right here. We've got two yellow lines right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go super low to the ground, open up the aperture. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on the screen right about there. And then we've got that shot right there. And I think I've exposed more for the highlights in this shot. But I think we can bring out those shadows with a gradient tool, and then we should be able to get a pretty slick edit on that. Pretty decent look-up shot right here we can grab. Nice and simple. I'm liking all the buildings and the layering with them. Like, look at all of those buildings. It's just a concrete jungle. Oh, I like this shot here. Oh, let's expose for the traffic lights here. Go a bit wider. Get those building ends as well. That is badass. Oh, look at that. Now that is a good shot right there. Well, that's a really good shot of a bus right there. Really fills the frame. Got the American flags right there. I'm just going to see if I can wait for a taxi or here we go. I feel I can see a big Cadillac, 4x4 Cadillac. Oh, that looked, oh, that's beefy. That is beefy in the frame right there. And they're going to get this NYC subway worker, and that's like a real nice landscape composite right there. I wonder if we can get some of the archways here. Look at the side of these things, pillars, that's what they're called. I should know, I'm from Europe. Oh, that's a good look-up shot right there. That is a satisfying look-up shot. Punching at 35 to get those buildings over there, shooting at 1/400 a second, f9. Oh, that is a nice shot, I like that. Okay, that was a really cool photograph I just got there of all the businessmen just crossing the road in landscape. Look how good that looks. That is just business. That photograph to me just screams business. Right, I'm on the Manhattan Bridge, guys, and I'm getting this photograph right here. Look at this, right? I'm going to open up the aperture to like f9. I'm going to bring down the shutter speed and make sure the ISO is at 100. And with all those settings dialed in and center focus activated, I'm going to be able to get this shot right here. Now that is exposed more for the highlights rather than the shadows, because I can easily bump the shadows up in post. I can't recover the highlights, but look at that. Look at that angle right there. Look how sick that looks. I mean, even bringing it out so you have the fence in the foreground. Woo! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's jump down here. Oh, this thing here, this pocket of light, this will be really good if we can get some walking the other side of the road. There we go. Got it. Okay. That's really good. Let's get the gentleman here. Oh, nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. Love it, love it, love it. I'll be able to throw on some really sick new presets I've been working on these ones. I've been developing some like Kodak ones, and I think in this aesthetic, in this environment, they'll look great. So for this next one, we've got a photo of this dude right here. Just like that. Oh, that is perfect right there. Look at that. Nice, gritty, grimy shots. Yeah, so I reckon those Kodak ones would be great in this kind of aesthetic and play. And got that photograph right there as well. That looked pretty sick. Oh, just perfect. Just like that. Just like that. And nailed that photograph right there. Yes. Oh, these techniques work so well. This would be kind of cool here, using this vehicle here as a foreground, smacking out that shot right there, bang, whack it out of the park. Oh, we've still got so many areas to explore. Hopefully you're still sticking around and enjoying the POV, because I'm enjoying shooting it. Oh, so good. That was a little bit overexposed, but more than easily enough to be able to recover those highlights in post. I know this camera quite well. Oh, look at that wide shot. Just look at the chaos. Right, I didn't think that was going to be a good shot. I just started rapidly firing. But it actually, as a wide shot, really just accentuates the chaos, the busyness, and the aesthetic of the place I'm in. Love it. This city is a vibe. Oh, I'm so going to have to come back in the future. Right now, we're gonna get a wide shot. Get the taxi right here in the shot as well. And now that should look pretty sick. Right, just grabbed the photograph of the guy walking through the frame with a white suit on. That looked pretty bad right there. Now this is gonna be a good shot to get low down on. Yeah, this frame right here is gonna look so good. Shooting at f10, 250 per second, ISO 800. I can bring that down a bit. Actually, I can bring that down a lot to like 250. And then I can get that photograph there now. That was really cool. And then I'll get a f2.81. That looks so cool, I love that. I'm getting this wide shot right here of this woman with the handbags, probably genuine fake. That's so good. This is something I'm just doing now. I'm just diving in and out, not even aiming. Because if I get a photo that's a little bit off, I could just like that, I could just fix it in post right there. The reason I'm doing that is it means that I can get close to the subject and it doesn't even look like I'm taking photos of them. It means I'm just kind of being a bit sneaky basically, like. Okay, I'm gonna get a photo of these people right here. Nice, there we go. That was a pretty good angle right there. Shot of 35mm with the 16 to 35. Yes! That's cool. I like that shot I just got. That's a real nice 35mm shot right there. I love the detail and the clarity. Oh, that's looking really nice. That was good. You get a really cool photograph here of the fire department guys just sitting on front of the truck, and that is looking so sick. That's awesome. That's a great photograph right there. Really cool shot here with the 70-200 on. I'm going to raise it above my head. Oh, I think that looked good. I think that looked very good. That's a cool wide shot right there. Take that at 16mm. Was it 16? Sorry, 23mm-ish, sort of. Oh, this building right here, this building is a vibe. Oh, I like the vibe. Right, wide it. I'm going to have to wait here a few moments to get something to walk through our frame, because if we shoot that at a bit of a lower angle, and shooting at 1320 per second, ISO 800 f8, we can get someone just going through our frame. That'd be great. Okay, I think that is the photograph right there. Yes, that's it. That's the photo. I got it. Okay, now I've just gone from this angle here to get a wider shot of it, and that looks okay. Not as good as getting closer up to the subject, but oh, go. This is what we want right here. Right, let's get this fat guy. Oh, the guy in the suit. How is that looking? All right. There we go, that looked good. It's got some hand expressions going on as well. Yeah, that's good, that's what I wanted. Oh, I'm liking this frame here. If I can get a little bit down here. Right, basically sat on the rock right here. Need to be a little bit further down. There, that'll be our frame. Check this out. Look at the foreground we've got right here. 1320 per second. I'm going to bring it up to f7.1. I'm going to focus on the buildings right there, put them in the center of the frame, ISO 100. Bang. Oh, that's a lovely frame right there. So I've just slapped on the polarizer for this shot, and it's actually balancing out the reflections quite nicely right there. That looks so much better with a polarizer rather than without it. So I'm liking this angle here. This angle is looking really nice. We've got the foreground here with the rock, we've always got the reflections, and with a polarizer it really just accentuates it all and brings it all together to get the sauce. That is a really nice shot right there. Look at how stunning that shot is on screen. Right, I'm liking this shot right here. We've got the benches, but I'm focusing on the lamppost. Shot at f7.1, and I really like the benches being like a leading line for the shot. And I think I just nailed that shot in time because there's a ton of tourists here. Definitely going to bring out the warm tones in that a bit more. Give it more of an autumn vibe as we are in October. Okay, this is going to be incredible. I know this is going to be so good. I'm going to shoot this at 35mm, shooting at, I'm going to bring it up to about f8, drop the shutter speed, make sure the ISO is at 100, so 160 for a second. I'm going to tap the screen to make sure to focus on the building right there, because that is our main subject. That was really nice, and then what we're going to do is get a really nice wide shot of this. Okay, there is our landscape shot right there now. Oh, look at that. Let's punch in at 35 for that as well. Ooh, saucy. And look at this shot already. Now I'm going to be shooting at 140 for a second, f8, ISO 100. Look at the colours, look at the vibrancy. I'm shooting that at 35mm using a 16 to 35mm lens, and that is a stunning shot right there. Okay, I'm really liking the frame here. I'm going to open up the aperture to about f6.3. I'm going to have to bump up the ISO a bit, drop the shutter speed, tap on the middle of the screen right there so I have focus set, using the white line right here as the leading line. And then this is the shot we are getting from this. This is really nice at 35mm. Oh, look at that. I reckon I could throw a real nice edit onto that. I'm wondering if I should get the 72. Nah, there's too much distraction going on in the background, but I think 35mm, that's perfect. Okay, so I've just left Central Park. That was a cool photograph I just got on screen. 35mm, looks great. I have walked in there for about 5 miles and I haven't even covered probably half of it. It's an incredible space, but you do lose a lot of time in a good way. Like, it felt like I was in there 5 minutes, but I've done like 5 miles, 13,000 steps. What we're going to do now is head to another part of the city and do photography in that area. Oh, reflection. We like a bit of a reflection, don't we? Well, I do. I don't know about you, but if you do, you'll find this pretty good. Oh yeah, look at this. I just gotta wait for a subject, which in New York shouldn't take too long. There we go. that was like, I didn't even get to finish the sentence by the time the subject walked through. Oh, taxi, foreground, yes! Okay, that sounded a bit weird. This might make for a good shot right here if I could play with some depth. I don't know if I've got the right lens for it. I have to go really low down to get it. Yes, look at that though. Alright, let's bring the ISO down. Let's bring up the shutter speed. Shooting at f8, which looks pretty nice, but now I'm going to shoot at f2.8. And get that angle right there. That's pretty nice. Alright, this shot's going to scream New York City for you. Multiple times. Yeah. That's what we like to see. Get wider really quick. Shoot it in landscape. That screams New York to me. Oh, landscape, come on. Yeah, come on baby, that is what I want. Oh, come on, does that scream on New York City right there? Yes. Right, here I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to try a panning shot from above. Mess this one up, Curtis. If you mess this one up, I'm going to kill you. Oh, did I get it? Curtis, I think you're okay. I think that is acceptable. That is acceptable as a panning shot to get that. Oh, let's get the big Ford. Let's get the big Ford. The big effer. Get the yellow Porsche. Go on, get the yellow. Get the Porsche. Get the Porsche. I think I got the Porsche. I think. They're detective, man. Okay, now let's shoot that at 200mm. Got the people at the bottom of the frame, so what I'm going to do is open up the aperture, bring down the shutter speed, and deliver ourselves that gorgeous result right there. Nice. Oh, I love that. Nice landscape shot right there. These people right here playing a chess game, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. Nice to see stuff like that. Okay, I'm just going to get a photograph of this dude over there. He's got one of those like shoe cleaning booths. Yes, there we go, that's a good shot, we'll take that. Here we go. Got another one. Empty. Did I get it empty? I did. Right, now let's shoot one landscape. Right, I think I got it. I think I got the shot I wanted. Pick angle coming up. How long have we got? Plenty of time, hopefully. Oh, yes! Nice! Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Oh, look at that angle. I got no vehicles in it as well. Fucking smashed it. Oh, first take wonder. I don't even ever do that again. I'm not ever going to be that lucky to not get traffic on it. Oh, what were the chances of that? Like, I want to say 1 in a million. Oh, I'm going to switch to the 16 and 35 in a second, but just before I do, I like this shot here. The pigeons own the streets. Okay, now we've got the 16 and 35 on. You can get a nice low angle right there really quickly before the taxi gets into our shot. But we can actually use the taxi as our foreground for the shot. So focus on Grand Central Station right there. And that looks like a really cool shot. Look at that. Yes, that is the landscape shot we want right there. Because I've got only a taxi in it, landscape is perfect for it. Lovely, 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 lovely. Nice, right, okay, I think I nailed that shot. And then just get a shot here. I think that's a pretty cool photograph right there. We've got a couple of good angles. One of them was a bit lower down on the other side, portrait, which meant I was able to get Radio City in the background, and I think we'll be able to throw a cool edit onto that. And then the other one was of the gentleman, which wasn't as good, but still a pretty cool shot nevertheless. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back to here for the first shot, because I can get the buildings in there, maybe get a bit of a foreground in there. Yeah, so now let's get the NYPD. Yes, perfectly timed. How about that? Oh, I like that. Okay, that looks like a pretty cool shot. Now I'm wondering if I can get a photo of the NYPD lower down from down here. That might look like a really sick shot. Just like that, how's that? I think that looks pretty good. Right, I got that one photograph. Now I'm going to go lower down and get Radio City from this angle, getting that building in the background as well. I'm wondering if we can get even lower. Yeah, getting even lower might actually deliver a good result. Oh yes, I feel that, I feel that. Alright, this shot is 16mm. If I can get this yellow taxi coming through, it might look pretty good. So I'm set up for f6.3 ISO 1000, 1640 per second. I'm at such a high ISO because of the buildings and obviously the current lighting situation. Right, that is a really good look-up shot there. Whilst I was crossing the road there, I was able to get another really thick shot of the of a cab and Radio City. Bit of a riskier angle, but I think it actually paid dividends to try that. Oh, I do like that. Yes, give me the taxis. That's what we like to see. Tons of yellow taxis. I think I got 3. Did I get 3 in a row there? I did. I got 3 taxis in one shot. I will take that. That hasn't happened to me yet, and I think the angle was okay. You know, I think, you know what, I think I could throw a cool edit onto that. 3 taxis, New York. Okay, just grabbed a 16mm wide shot of a taxi right there whilst crossing, because I was able to get a good angle. We are at Times Square right now, so it is rather busy, as per usual. Right, down here we've got this reflection, which is working really well with Times Square, massive billboards. And I think if I get a little bit lower, yeah, got a really good reflection from that. Alright, look how busy and chaotic it is, man. This is like madness to a new level. Right, down here we can get a photo of the police car. or 4x4 or SUV, one or the other. It's not a car, it's a big vehicle. Everything in America in terms of vehicles is like massive. So this could be a good shot here. New York Police Department, get the NYPD vehicle right in front of the frame. So I'm gonna shoot it at ISO 400, bring down the shutter speed, hold it about there, f2.8. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then what I can do is go lower down, punch in. I like that. I like that straight on shot right there. Alright, so for this shot we've got this really cool Subaru just chilling right here. And I think we could get like a really nice shot just off the bonnet itself, and then focus on the building right there, and then focus on the hood just like that, and that's giving us a pretty sick shot there. Next one, go a bit further down. Oh, I like that angle right there. Move it to about there. Alright, well, the alarm went off, but I got a couple of really cool shots of the car itself. And then what we'll do is, it's basic, but we'll just grab a wide shot of Times Square because, well, it's Times Square, it looks dope, it looks awesome. Sound, feel, everything about it is just out of this world. So I've never experienced before, ever. Like, what I want here, I'm going to wait to see if I can get a taxi in this lane, point up, shoot that way, and that should be pretty good. So, just got to wait for a taxi now. Yes, right, there we go, there we go. That is what we want, taxi in the shot. Here we go, here we go. We got two right here. That should do it, that should do it. And we'll go lower down again. That should do it though. We did get one pretty good shots right there. Next shot, I'm going to use this bin right here as a reflection because it could look pretty sick. I'm shooting at 35mm. I'm going to wait for the traffic to clear because then I'll have a really cool like foreground, so a little bit different, and a reflection shot for Times Square. That will look pretty rad. So there's a tip for you. If you come to New York, use these bins because they can actually look pretty good for reflections and that. Oh, I just got a taxi going through it as well. Oh, there we go, there we go. Look at that. Throw a sick edit on that, and that will be beautiful. I'm going to get an f2.8 shot. Yes, we like a bit of that. That's going to look good when we get the 70-200 and we do that again with the police cars. Right, we're switched up now. We have got the 70-200 on, and we're going to have a little play around with this. Straight away, I spotted these two construction workers here. They look pretty cool for some photographs. Yeah, that looks grand right there. Yeah, I like that shot, that's cool. This is where we can now isolate subjects and just try and focus on specific areas of the frame. Let's see, we can snag a photo of this guy looking very business, very serious. And look at that, there you go. This is the results we wanted with the 70-200. Right. There we go, I got a photograph of him.
I know.
I have no idea what I just witnessed and what I just photographed. Can I even post that on YouTube, or do I have to like pixelate him? I feel like I have to pixelate him. Here, I'll pixelate him for you. There's the after, he's pixelated. I will save your eyes from what I've just photographed. This will be a pretty cool portrait right here. If I can nail it. I love that because you can see all the lights of Times Square reflecting in the glossy paint of his car. Like NYPD car right here. I wonder if we can get a shot of this. I want to focus on just the headlight, or try and just get a frame that fills it. That's sick, that's great. He's going through in a red light like a prick. PD. Right, at 200mm I'm getting some really cool reflections from the top of this bin, but I'm not getting any good subjects. There are plenty more of these bins around, so I'm going to move about and see if we can find another one. Look how quick the focus is on this 70-200. Like the A7IV and the 7200 combined together is just an absolute, oh, that was a push shot. Absolute insane combo. Wow, we took some massive strides. Did you see that? Oh, that man meant business. It wasn't because of the suit, it was just because of his swagger. A Range Rover.
Is that just an advertisement?
That's kind of a funny wide shot. Cool shot there, Bane. And I'm wondering if I can get a photo of Batman right there. There we go, look at that shot of Batman. I wonder if he's wearing hockey pants. Look at how massive Central Park is, man. Gee whiz. Okay, so I'm shooting this next shot at ISO 100, f5.6, bring that up to f7.1, drop the shutter speed, nice, and then bring it up. Oh, I do like that shot. That's a bit creative, isn't it? Let's open up the aperture on that. And now shoot it about there. Saucy stuff, saucy, saucy, saucy. This person. Excuse me. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I saw you were doing it. I want to send you these photos for free. I want to send them to you. I got you some photos.
Oh.
Do you want me to send them to you?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, when I get back home from England, I get back on Monday, I'll send you these photographs. You can have them. They're yours. So congratulations, guys.
Oh, thank you a lot.
No worries, no worries.
No worries. Okay, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. No worries. Okay, I think I've just made that couple's day because I just got them some photographs. Okay, we're now back here. Oh, look at this shot we're getting right here. That is looking pretty good right there. As long as you can see, the view is getting better and better by the minute. The sun has set and that is creating this beautiful pink sky. I'm standing right here and waiting right here because these lights are slowly coming on and this is going to result in great photographs. This is going to be a terrific end to the POV. So let's just get a few more photographs and then get out. I'm trying to keep the shutter speed as low as possible so I can get the ISO down. So I'm shooting at 125th of a second, f2.8, ISO 160.
When you film on, you meant to have like a flashlight.
Okay guys, so that is where I'm going to be leaving this very, very long POV. I hope you have enjoyed it. I have really enjoyed shooting here in New York City. But the last thing we have to do today is have a look for the hashtag TP photos and see what you guys have been creating. Let's go. Later, New York. Hello? Is anybody still here? Are you still in there? If you are, the first person to write this in the comment section below, 5423469459693. Write that in the comment section below. The first one to do so gets a free preset pack. If you do so, I'll like it and I'll ask you to send me a DM over on Instagram. You'll get yourself a free preset pack. If you've already seen that comment in the comment section below, don't comment it, because you won't win anything, because it's for the first person only to see who's actually watching. I don't know if that's genius or just a dick move. But you know what? I'm gonna go with genius. I think that's genius. Is that genius? Or am I just being a dick? Nah, I'm being good. Right, one of you get a free preset pack, alright? Come on, that's fun, right? Yeah, write that in the comment section below and you get a free preset pack. Preferably you're a photographer. Just some random nanny or granny or a family member just being like, I want a free preset pack. I am way too excited, but something that's going to get me even more pumped and excited is seeing the hashtag C3 photos and jumping straight into it. Starting with this photograph right here, which was either taken with a drone or on a helicopter tour in Toronto. Lovely toned on the image and such a great view. Awesome shot, I absolutely love it. We have got a beamer right here, which looks pretty cool, by SKB F31. That's a cool looking beamer, I gotta say. I do like how those beamers look, apart from when they're in your rear view mirror and you're thinking you're an asshole. But then you look at it on the outside when they're not sitting up your jack seat and you think, you know what, that's a nice car. Next shot, we've got 55 degree north with this amazing shot right here. Love everything that you've got going on. You've got the foreground here, you've got the taxis, and then you've got the building. All combines well together to create a sense of the busyness that is always in London. Great shot, I love it, and great editing as well. So the next photograph today is going to be this one of this tree by Rubik, and this is a really moody shot, and I love the silhouette, and I love that you've got the birds in the tree as well, and like that one is really center of frame, and I like that you haven't like cropped it too much for the aspect ratio. You've got those black bars as well, which almost looks like a doorway going through, if you get what I mean. Really cool shot, really like the thoughtful process that went through to actually making this shot how it is. Great work, and let's have a look at 3 more today. This one right here by Dean H Photography. This is great framing with how you've got this guy's head in the sea, and not literally in like the water sea, but in the sea of the cafe. And then you've also got this like foreground element framing the shot, looking at the subject, drawing your eye straight towards the subject right there. It's a really well color graded shot and really well framed as well. And I don't know how much patience went on to get that shot how it is, but it's really paid off. Really cool shot right there. Final shot, can we find somewhere of New York? Wait, there we go. Here we go, Pebble Beach, Brooklyn, New York by Lens Geography. That is a shot right there. That is a beautiful landscape shot, and it's New York, baby. It is just always a win, and that is an amazing landscape shot. I didn't actually go to that beach. I didn't realize you could get that perspective. That is absolutely fantastic. I love it. And that, guys, is where I am going to be leaving today's POV video. Officially now the longest video I have ever done on YouTube. So I should probably keep the outro really short and sweet, right? But this really shows at the same time how up to date I am with the times. People's attention spans getting lower and lower because of TikTok, Reels, and other short form content. And here I am releasing a 45-minute long video potentially at this point. But if you are watching, I really do hope you have enjoyed it nevertheless. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, share, all of that great stuff. But the last thing I want to say to you guys today is create, explore, and inspire. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.